Extract Assets enables you to easily export assets from your PSD file in different formats, sizes, and resolution for the web, mobile, and beyond. If you're currently using Save for Web to export your assets, you know it works great, but it creates a challenge in maintaining assets and it requires a certain amount of production time. This video shows you how to use Extract Assets in Photoshop CC. The Extract Assets feature is simple to use. Let's say that I need to export assets from my design for a mobile project at different screen resolutions. To start, I can use the Layers panel to select the assets I want to export. I'll select an image in the Layer group. Right-click on the selection and choose Extract Assets, or press Alt-Shift-Control-W or Alt-Shift-Command-W on your Mac. I'll continue by previewing my selected assets. As you can see, assets are clipped to the canvas size if they are larger than the canvas. If I need to see more detail, I can use the controls at the bottom of the preview area to zoom in and out. And if I'm using assets with transparency, I can check anti-aliasing by selecting the dark background icon. And moving to the assets list, notice that both assets are set to export as a PNG by default. You can choose between a handful of file formats: PNG, GIF, JPEG, and SVG. This makes it easy to export assets for different applications. In this case, I'll change the format to JPEG since I don't need to support any transparency. And here I can click on the arrow to change the size if needed. And here's the part where I can set up assets for different device resolutions. I'll check the 2x and 3x buttons at the top. This configures the assets to export in 3 sizes and will make it easy to implement the graphics across high-resolution devices. And the best part is that I can update all the files with the click of a button anytime I make changes. And finally, I can click on the Settings button to further configure resolution options. So at this point, I'll either save my changes or I'll export the assets. If I simply want to save my changes with a file, I'll click the Done button. If I want to abandon my changes, I can click Cancel. Or I can click Extract to export my assets. This step configures the PSD and publishes the files. The first thing I see is a pop-up stating that the layer names will be altered. This is where Photoshop takes care of some of the production work for you. And I'll click OK. I'll browse for a folder to save the assets into, and I'll save mine into my Creative Cloud Files folder. In looking at the published files, I can see the assets are organized by my 3 resolutions and are ready to sync to my Creative Cloud account. So as you can see, the Extract Assets panel provides a simple way to manage the assets you need to export from your PSD. Try Extract Assets to get everything you need from your PSDs for the web and beyond. To get more help, check out the Extract Assets forum and the Adobe Help documentation. These links are available from the Photoshop Learn and Support pages.